The breakup wasn't loud. No screaming, no plates thrown, no dramatic exits. Just a quiet, almost polite ending. "We've grown in different directions," she said, staring at the floor. That line. So rehearsed. So safe. 5 years together reduced to a corporate-style exit interview. I nodded like I understood. But inside, something cracked. For 5 years, I had built my life around us. I took the stable job instead of the risky startup offer. I stayed in the same city because her career was just taking off. I postponed travel, business ideas, even moving closer to my family, because we were building a future, or at least I thought we were. 2 weeks after the breakup, I found out the real reason. Not from her, from Instagram. She was tagged at a rooftop bar, wrapped around a guy I vaguely recognized from her office. The caption read, "Sometimes growth looks like letting go growth." Right. My phone buzzed with messages from mutual friends. "Hey man, you okay?" "You knew about him, right?" I didn't. Apparently, he'd been around for months. "Work lunches, late meetings, team projects." I felt stupid, not angry, not heartbroken, just replaceable, like I had been slowly edited out of my own life while still showing up every day. That night, I opened my laptop and stared at my resignation letter draft. It had been sitting there for almost a year. An offer overseas, Singapore, tech expansion project, fast-paced, high-risk, high-reward. I turned it down because she didn't want to leave. She wasn't ready, I told myself at the time. I hit send, no hesitation. My boss called immediately. "Is this because of the breakup?" "It's because I stayed too long," I replied. 3 weeks later, my apartment was empty. No shared photos, no future plans, no reason to stay. As I zipped up my suitcase, I felt something strange. Not sadness, freedom. I booked a one-way ticket. Didn't tell her, didn't post about it, didn't make a dramatic announcement. I just moved. The airport was loud, busy, alive. Families hugging, business travelers rushing, announcements echoing overhead. I stood at the gate staring at the plane that was about to carry me into a completely different life. My phone buzzed. Her name. Of course. I almost didn't answer. Almost. "Hey," I said evenly. Her voice sounded smaller than I remembered. "I heard you quit." "Yeah. And you're leaving?" "Boarding soon." Silence. Then, "You're really just going?" I looked around the terminal. "Yes." "You didn't even tell me." I laughed softly. "You didn't tell me about him." Silence again. She exhaled. "It wasn't like that. It's never like that." "I didn't plan it," she continued. "It just happened." "Yeah," I said. "Things tend to." There was something in her tone now, not guilt, panic. "You're throwing everything away," she said. "Your job, your stability." "No," I corrected her. "I'm taking it with me." She sounded frustrated. "This is impulsive." "No," I said calmly. "Staying was impulsive." That hit. "I thought you'd fight for us," she whispered. I stared at the boarding line forming. "I did," I replied. "For 5 years." Here's the part she didn't know. The Singapore role wasn't just a promotion. It was equity, partnership, a fast track to leadership, the kind of opportunity that changes the trajectory of your life. I gave it up once. I wouldn't do it again. "You're going to regret this," she said, softer now. "Maybe," I admitted, "but I'd regret staying more." Final boarding call echoed overhead. "Are you seeing him?" I asked. A pause. Yes. There it was. Not grief, not nostalgia. Replacement confirmed. I nodded to myself. "I hope he's everything you were looking for." "That's not fair," she said quickly. "No," I replied gently. "It's accurate." And I hung up. As I stepped onto the plane, I expected heartbreak to hit me like a wave. It didn't. Instead, I felt something lighter. For the first time in years, my life wasn't built around waiting for someone else to choose me. I chose me. 6 months later, my phone buzzed again. Different time zone, different version of me. Her name. I almost ignored it. Almost. "Hi," she said. "No confidence this time?" No smooth corporate tone, just regret. I made a mistake. I didn't respond immediately. She continued. It didn't work out with him. I wasn't surprised. What do you want me to say? I asked calmly. I thought you'd always be there, she admitted. That sentence, that was the truth. Not love, not growth, convenience. I won't be, I said. There was silence on the line, heavier than before. You've changed, she whispered. I looked out at the Singapore skyline from my office window. Yes, I said. That was the point. A year ago, I would have begged for closure. Now, I had perspective. The breakup wasn't what broke me. It was realizing I had built my world around someone who had already started building theirs without me. Quitting my job wasn't reckless. It was reclaiming momentum. Boarding that plane wasn't escape. It was alignment. She thought I'd fall apart. Instead, I took off. And sometimes the most powerful revenge isn't proving them wrong. It's refusing to stay where you're not fully chosen.